Hi everybody, this is Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. So today's reading is very important messages from your spirit guide. So I'm going to be channeling these messages. So we have 4 sets of cards today. Set of cards number 1 is the purple house. Set of cards number 2 is the green house. Set of cards number 3 is the red house. And set of cards number 4 is the blue house. So get comfortable, tune into the energies of the cards, take a deep breath. Relax and see which set of cards resonates with you the most. You can be drawn to more than one set of cards. That's perfectly fine as well. So you can pause the video right now. Don't rush your decision, but I'll leave a few quiet moments here as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the purple house, and these are your channeled messages from Spirit. So you have the 5 of Cups, or sadness, justice and balance, the 2 of Pentacles, or options, the Angel of the Ocean, or temperance, which is called healing, the Lover's, choices, and then we have the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Absolute well-being is the basis of my universe. Hope is nature's way of enabling us to survive so that we can discover nature itself and amplify your positive emotions. Okay, so Spirit knows that you are going through a lot of sadness. You feel a sense of loss at this time. For some of you, it could be romantically speaking. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but you're going through some kind of sadness, some kind of loss. More generally speaking, you may feel as though the world as you once knew it, or your life as you once knew it, has changed in a drastic way, and it's a very worrying, very heartbreaking time for you, but it's changing for the better. You know, the 5 of Cups often shows 3 cups that are spilt over, but there are 2 cups that are still standing upright. So that can be the 2 of Cups energy. That can be a happy relationship. And interestingly, there's 2 of Cups in this temperance card. Healing. Some of you are going through a difficult time with a love interest or a partner, but it's so that some unhealthy dynamics are falling away so that you can rebuild your connection in a balanced way. Balance, healing. But there's options and choices. So Spirit is saying that you have the choice of how you perceive this situation. You can choose to see this in a negative way or a positive way. And that's going to determine how you feel, whether you feel happiness and peace within, or whether you feel that anger, conflict, and sadness. This could be to do with someone else, your love interest or your partner, being confused about your connection and you feeling betrayed by that, you feeling as though it's an injustice. Or for some of you, it could be that this person chose someone else and you feel the sadness, you feel the loss. You feel again that it was an injustice and it's caused a lot of anger and conflict. But everything has happened for a good reason. If someone or something is falling away from your life, it's because the way it was in the past was no longer serving you. You are here for continual growth, continual healing. There may have been some codependency and you're going to be healing from that. But, initially it feels like ripping off the Band-Aid. Or it could be that there was something in your life that was just holding you back in some way. But now it's being released so that you can have balance in your life. It's so interesting that there's balance with the scales in the Justice card. The Two of Pentacles normally shows the person juggling. And this is like a balanced energy as well. So, Spirit is saying at this time, there is a need for you to focus on the positives. Amplify your positive emotions because it's going to have that rippling effect. Whatever we focus on expands in our life, expands in our emotions. So the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So it could be that you've gone through a breakup. It could be that for some of you, you are the one who cut the ties because you know that you deserve peace of mind. You know that you have options. You have choices to make. You're going through intense healing. There was a loss of one situation, but there's something new coming into your life. For some of you, you're going to be meeting a new partner, a soulmate for some of you, or new beginnings are just opening up for you in general, which will be for your highest good. And as time goes by, you'll be able to look back in hindsight and see that the newer things that have entered your life serve you much more better. They create balance and peace within you in the present moment. Some of you may have been living too much for the future kind of thing and feeling very unstable because you didn't know where you stood in your life or in your relationship in some kind of way, but you're moving into balance. This could be a healing of the relationship for some of you, but for some it's moving on and finding someone new where you will feel much more balanced because you found that balance within yourself. Absolute well-being is the basis of my universe. Well-being is the basis of all that is. It flows to you and through you. You only have to allow it. Like the air you breathe, you only have to open, relax, and draw it into your being. So yeah, this is really saying to me to try and take some time to be still, to try and not overthink things. You may be taking some kind of loss very personally, but Spirit wants you to know that it isn't personal. It's likely triggered up some pain, some wounds from your childhood or your inner child that your soul agreed to re-experience or relive that pain in order to process it, in order to purge and release it. So many of you have learned a major lesson here that your soul agreed upon. And ultimately it's to bring you into much more balance and stability within yourself. It could be to do with loving yourself more, knowing your worth, and knowing that no one outside of yourself can determine whether you are good enough or lovable enough. Whatever's happened, you're realizing that you do deserve the best, that you are lovable and always have been. Hope is nature's way of enabling us to survive so that we can discover nature itself. For this day, acknowledge the restoring power of hope. Direct that power to bless all that needs healing in your life, including your negative attitudes and disappointments. So yeah, this is like the amplifier positive emotions as well. There is always hope. Look, she's picking the flower. There's going to be growth for you. There's the snowflakes here, so it's like an ending of one cycle, but it's so there can be growth of something you may not have paid attention to in the past, brand new beginnings. But try not to get too caught up in your disappointments, because that is focusing on sadness. And obviously it's fine to feel sad, and we need to purge those feelings and heal through expressing the sadness, but try not to get too caught up with that. Know that the universe has a plan. Know that you have a soul plan to continue your growth and bring you back into balance and inner peace. So I really hope this has resonated. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on all notifications by tapping that bell icon. So thank you so much, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. So welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the greenhouse, and these are your channeled messages from Spirit. So you have strength, which is also called stability, the Queen of Swords, resilience, the Knight of Cups, proposals, the Page of Cups, imagination, the King of Pentacles, trust. And you have I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. What if Source was standing in my physical shoes? The divine dwells within you and desires that you heal, and hope and happiness. So you are a very strong person. You have a lot of resilience. I feel that Spirit is saying that as you remain hopeful and happy, as you live in the present moment, as you believe in fate and destiny, this creates so much inner stability. This creates a really positive vibration, a high vibration of trust. There's a need to trust in the divine, and then you will be that high vibration, and that will draw to you your desires, the things that are for your highest good, the people that are for your highest good. You're going to be receiving your manifestations with these proposals. You need to work with the law of attraction with this imagination card. Focus on what you want. But one of the key steps of manifestation is to not grow too attached to your desires. Are you fully aware? The divine dwells within you and desires that you heal. Are you fully aware of that presence? Call upon the power of the divine to awaken its healing force within you. Be grateful for this miracle. What if Source was standing in my physical shoes? It is not your job to make something happen. Your work is to simply determine what you want. If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and preferences that we have launched. We would consciously feel our way into alignment. So Spirit is saying to use that imagination to imagine your deepest desires. Imagine them happening in the present moment. Imagine that they are real, and that will manifest those things to you. Don't get too attached to the outward appearance of your manifestation, i.e. if you're wanting to attract love, don't hold on to a specific person. Just believe that the universe is bringing the person that's for your highest good. And that can apply to anything that you are trying to manifest. Be open to how the universe brings that to you, in what way, shape or form your manifestation comes in. For some, they are saying that there's going to be stability returning into a relationship or a love interest that you have in mind. This can be what is manifesting, because this connection is strong, it has resilience, and that is drawing proposals into you. So this is really saying, if you're wanting to attract love, if you're wanting to attract a relationship, trust that the divine is bringing you the partner who is for your highest good, a true soulmate, and trust that when you are in a place of self-love, when you know your worth, when you know that you deserve the best, when you're no longer chasing after love, or when you're no longer fearful about not receiving love, when you're in a place of hope and trust and you believe it's happening, you know it's happening within, that your manifestation is coming, then you are in that vibration that really allows your manifestation to ground into your life. Because often we can be in a fear vibration. We try to force things to happen. Like this card says, you don't have to make something happen. Your job is to get into alignment with the desires and preferences that they're sending to you, that you are wanting. Often we can get caught up in fear, or we don't have faith in the universe, or we don't have faith in our worth, so we can try and grab a hold of things. But that fear vibration is really a subconscious belief that what we want isn't going to manifest. So that's what we're subconsciously focusing on, the lack mentality, or feeling like the manifestation isn't coming. So, you know, whatever we focus on is what we manifest. So that fear vibration can really block us from receiving what we truly desire. So it may be useful to be hopeful and happy and in a place of gratitude. And, you know, in order to not get too attached or fearful about your manifestations, maybe you need to take some time to focus on other things, hand it over to the divine. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So your soul has a plan. The universe has a plan for you. Whatever is destined to be yours will come your way. Trust that. Trust that you have a soul contract. And trust that you deserve to receive whatever you are desiring. I've created a meditation which is called I Believe, I Receive, which I feel can be really helpful for you. In that meditation, it's all about trusting in the universe, because sometimes we can really get disheartened in our life or in our past when we really wanted something, or we really wanted a relationship to work out and then it didn't. And then we can feel that the universe was holding us back or blocking us or punishing us or something like that. But if we look deeper, often in those circumstances, there was like a sinking feeling, or there were some red flags that we may not have been fully acknowledging about that person or that situation, which was telling us that that wasn't for our highest good. And that was actually spirit communicating to you through your intuition, because they were trying to help you to kind of get it out of your own way in order for them to be able to manifest to you or give to you the person or the circumstances which are for your highest good. So that's called I Believe, I Receive. I feel that's really relevant to this message. The details are below this video in the description box. But proposals are coming in. New doors of opportunity are going to manifest. A relationship is going to be healed, or someone who is for your highest good is coming in. But you must release that attachment. You must release fear or codependency and allow your manifestation to unfold in the way that the divine knows is for your highest good. someone very trustworthy. The King of Pentacles is coming in with an offer, but they're very deep, very philosophical. They want to be very romantic. They want to express their emotions. Relationships of all kinds strengthening. So try and be hopeful. Try and heal is basically what it's saying. Heal any codependency. Focus on your life in other areas. Make your life as full and happy in all areas as possible. And then you have that healthy self-love, and that will reflect back to you on the outside as well. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications. That will notify you every time I release a new reading, which is about every other day. So thank you so much, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. So this is set of cards number 3, and you've chosen the red house. So these are your channeled messages from Spirit. So you have the Hermit or contemplation, the Five of Swords, conflict, the Chariot in reverse or movement in reverse, Death in reverse or transformation in reverse, and the High Priestess, intuition. And then you have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? Without hope, we live in desire. And empowerment. So Spirit is saying that you're overthinking something, and it's creating this conflict within your mind. Swords are about the mind and perception. Five of Swords is about pushing someone or something away. So the more you're overthinking something, the more you're kind of going down the rabbit hole of negative thinking, is what I'm picking up on. Pessimism or cynicism. And it's blocking movement forward. So this is to do with the law of attraction. Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? This is all about whatever we focus on is what we manifest. So if we focus on what we don't want, we're still focusing on that. We're focusing on what we don't want, and that is, you know, wherever energy goes is where energy flows. So if you're focusing on a lack of movement forward in some situation, then, you know, that's what you don't want, and you're focusing on what you don't want, so that's what's manifesting because you're still focusing on it. So you need to change your thoughts into hope and empowerment, you know, knowing that you are the creator of your reality. So there could be a situation where you're wanting forward movement, you're wanting a transformation, but it's being blocked right now because I feel like you've lost some faith, you've lost hope in what your intuition is telling you. This is a head versus heart, or head versus intuition. And the more you're focusing on conflict or being pushed away or kept separate from what you're wanting or who you're wanting, you know, the more you're focusing on the lack of movement, the more it's manifesting a lack of movement. A transformation is wanting to occur. Spirit is saying some of you are overthinking things because subconsciously that is the mind's way of trying to feel in control. When you're thinking and thinking, you believe that you're problem solving, you believe that you're coming to a resolution. You're believing that that's helping with the forward movement of whatever it is you're wanting to manifest, but actually overthinking it, thinking, you know, it isn't helping you to have a grip on things. It isn't helping you to control the situation. It's just causing a lot of doubt, fear, and that kind of vibration is blocking the trust, the faith. So there needs to be more faith that the universe is handling your manifestation. The universe is conspiring to help you, bring you what your true desires are, what is for your highest good. So there's deep cellular healing going on as well, physical and emotional healing. So this is really saying focus on yourself. Try and be in a place of stillness. Try and be aware of what your thoughts are and what you're focusing on, and see how those thoughts have been manifesting in your reality. Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? When you give attention to something you desire and say yes to it, you are including it in your vibration. But when you look at something you do not want and say no to it, you are including it in your vibration. You cannot exclude anything that you are giving your attention to. So be aware of what you're focusing on. If you're wanting to manifest something, imagine that is already happening in the present moment. Take time to really feel that manifestation, feel that experience as if it's happening right now and you already have what you are desiring. And that it's because the subconscious doesn't know what's real or what isn't real. That's how all this social conditioning can really keep us stuck in illusion. That's just one example. We can, for example, be fed a lot of stories or a narrative through the TV. If we sit down and watch TV every day, we can be fed some kind of narrative that isn't entirely true. But because the subconscious mind keeps absorbing it, the subconscious believes that to be true. And it manifests like a feeling within us. So it works the same way. If you keep feeding your subconscious mind positive, hopeful, empowering thoughts, then the subconscious starts to believe that that is real, and therefore that's what manifests into your life. Whatever your beliefs are in your subconscious is what manifests. So be very aware of what you're focusing on. Without hope, we live in desire. Ask yourself, what are my desires? Then ask, what are my genuine needs? Discover how casually you desire things that have no real value for you. Then you'll realize how easily you lose your power. So this is saying to focus or become aware of what you are desiring. Is that truly for your highest good? Or are your desires somehow looking outside of self for some kind of validation, or seeking wholeness outside of yourself, or seeking love or approval? Is looking outside of yourself really going to serve you? Or is finding it within, having the self-empowerment, really going to heal you the most? Deep healing is occurring. I feel a major epiphany is just around the corner for you that's really going to change your vibration. It's really going to raise your vibration. And you're going to notice a significant change in what you're attracting into your life. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much. I'll move on to the final set of cards. So this is set of cards number 4, and you've chosen the blue house, and these are your channeled messages from Spirit. So you have the Sun, or happiness, the Hanged Man, limbo, the Ace of Wands, growth, the Queen of Cups, sensitivity, and the Queen of Pentacles, kindness. You have surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I now hold the key to creating my every desire. Ask for guidance in seeing the truth concealed in your personal challenges. Keep your dreams alive. Okay, so much positivity is coming into your life. You're in a time of pause right now, but so much growth is happening. You've had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to contemplate. Epiphanies are happening for you. Trust what your heart is telling you. Be patient is what I'm feeling. This could be pertaining to a romantic connection for some of you, but it doesn't have to mean that necessarily. But there's a time of pause and the need to surrender. Perhaps you've felt in the past this need to try and micromanage this situation, try and make things happen. But Spirit is saying to take a step back, relax, keep your dreams alive, keep focusing on your desires, keep imagining your desires have manifested already. Feel the emotions of living that manifestation in the present moment. You're healing your inner child. This time of pause is needed for everything to line up and get into place before there's a brand new beginning. Your goals and aspirations are coming into fruition. There's a passionate time ahead for you. You've been very determined and it is paying off. Keep your heart open. Keep sending your love and your kindness to someone who's in need is what I'm feeling. There's someone that sees you as a best friend. It could be a love interest here as well, but someone sees you in a very dear light. You mean so much to them, and you've really helped this person with their healing. So please remain patient. Please keep sending that love and being compassionate, but keep loving yourself as well. You are in a time of pause, but don't put your life on hold. You must be in a positive vibration within yourself to manifest positive outcomes in your life or in this situation. So that means knowing your worth, honoring your own needs, living in the present moment. Don't put your own needs on a back burner. Don't, save up all of your happiness or save up doing things for when you're together with someone or when your manifestation has taken place. Live your life now. Do those things now. Otherwise, you're just going to block up your energy, and that's going to make you center your world around this manifestation even more. You must keep your life balanced. You must do as much as you can, live your life to the fullest in all areas so that you're not becoming too attached to a certain person or a certain manifestation, because that's really going to knock you off balance. That's going to create a fear vibration. The more you focus on that being the source of your happiness and maybe feeling that you're in limbo and it's not fully manifesting, that's just going to create codependency. That's just going to create this false illusion that you can only be happy if that manifestation or if that specific person comes into your life, and that slowly creates a lot of fear. And fear is a subconscious belief that your manifestation isn't going to happen, and whatever we focus on is what we manifest. So if you have doubts, that's blocking your manifestation from coming in. You need to really believe, but we also need to release attachment. We cannot get attached to a specific person or a specific set of circumstances or outcomes, because the universe knows what is for our highest good. So the universe knows who, how, what, when, and why your manifestation will come in. So trust that. If you're struggling to trust that, I do have a specific meditation which is called I Believe I Receive. That is all about really trusting the universe, because sometimes we can subconsciously have doubts about the universe serving us, about the universe helping us. You know, if we experience disappointments or hurt in the past, we can have this subconscious belief where we feel as though the universe was blocking us or punishing us, or the universe is judging us. But that isn't true. And in the meditation, I Believe I Receive, I really help you to see how the universe has really been helping you and how to really have faith in that, so that you are in the vibration of belief. You believe in your manifestation. You believe that it's going to happen, and therefore you focus on that and it manifests. So that's called I Believe I Receive. The details for that are below this video in the description box, so feel free to check that out. Surrender to the sweetness. Be in a place of happiness as much as you can. But it says here, I now hold the key to creating my every desire. It is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly, for the way you feel will tell you if you are allowing your natural well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating anything you desire. So this is saying whatever you focus on, whether you see things in a positive or a negative, that will be how it manifests. So stay positive. Focus on how you feel about that. Become aware of what you're focusing on and see how that may have been manifesting. Ask for guidance in seeing the truth concealed in your personal challenges. Bless your difficulties and ask to see their hidden guidance. Have the courage to accept what you discover and to initiate whatever action your healing requires. So take some time to go inwards. Take some time to ask Spirit to illuminate your challenges, and then they will come forward with solutions. And you'll have awakenings, you'll have epiphanies, and you'll be able to shift in a positive way accordingly. Keep your dreams alive. Keep having faith. Keep believing, because your manifestation is coming in. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading, which is about every other day. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.